What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is SPT Killerwood coming at you here with another video. This is my massive Black Friday Severin Films haul. Kind of went a little all out here with it. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. You know, it's Christmas Eve that I'm filming this, and yeah, so try and get this in real quick before everything else starts getting to go today. But hope everybody's safe, has a wonderful Christmas. Hope that you get everything that you would hope to get, and then some, whatnot. But I got some single editions, got some, slipcover editions, got a box set, got the new stuff, some 4Ks, Blu-rays, all that good jazz. But we'll go through it here in a second. I had to wait, I don't know, 4 weeks or so for this to come, 3 or 4 weeks. And finally came in a really humongous box. I figured I'd just go ahead and take everything out because trying to open the box and get everything out, the packing peanuts they put in there is just ridiculous. So this way now it's easier for you to see. But anyway, let's get to it. We'll go with this stack first. This is like just the older editions that used to come in the blue, like the blue Blu-ray cases instead of the black. I take in mind that the majority of this I have not seen, so just got everything. This is all new titles that I haven't had before, except maybe 2 that I'm re-getting. But other than that, everything else I haven't seen. We'll go through it real quick here because I got a lot. First up, we have the Simple Dwarf. I mean, just pretty insane. I'm sure this is going to be a crazy, sure it's going to be a pretty crazy watch. I don't know, it says something here about, I don't know. We'll see about that. That might have to be a late night one or something. All right. Next up, we have the Drive-In Massacre. Probably just, drive-in style, theater style movie. Probably grindhousey. Nice little horror. Grimy and dirty. See, 70s exploitation. Nirvana. I know it's kind of hard to see that. My son's kind of, I'm filming this in the morning, so the sun's kind of coming through the window in the crack of the blinds and stuff. But yeah. The sleazy 70s slasher classic, restored and remastered for the first time ever. Oh yeah, this is going to be a good watch, guys. The Drive-In Massacre. All right, next up we have Dark Waters. What's his name? Reno? Yeah, something like that. I think this is like a nun's exploitation movie. I heard this one was actually really good. Tense, turbulent, and stuffed full of Lovecraftian terror. A lost masterpiece of art house horror. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Dark Waters. All right, next up is The Hot Nights of Linda. It's a film by Jess Franco, and if you watch any Franco films, you know how they are. So this is actually the banana edition. That's why it's actually open. I opened it up just to make sure they gave me the right one because it's supposed to be a 3-disc set. Let's see. You get the is that the French? What is that thing? It's the rare alternate. The rare alternate banana edition version. So you get that one, and then you get, like the DVD, and then just the regular Blu-ray. But we got to watch that banana edition to see what extra is on it. All right, next up we have Kathy's Curse. I heard this one was pretty good, so don't know nothing about it. Besides just reading the back of the case, I don't know. Trying to shift this glare out of here so you can at least see something. It says it simply needs to be witnessed like a 2-headed baby in a jar. All right. Canucksploitation classic. So I guess maybe this might be a Canadian film. Yeah, Canadian shocker. So we'll watch that and give it a whirl and see how it goes. Next up is The Other Hell. Another, what looks to be a nunsploitation. God almighty, I can't talk. Never mind. You know what I'm trying to say. Nunsploitation. Generally unholy. Like a knife to the groin on the mainstream cinema. It's early, guys. I can't talk. This looks to be pretty much just probably bat crazy. All these older releases, they all came in the blue cases, and then eventually they switched them over to the black, which you can go on their website and get empty black cases. I've tried looking on eBay to try to find them maybe a little bit cheaper, because they're charging like $3 or $3.50 a case, and I mean, if I'm gonna need like 20 or so of them, I don't really want to spend that much just for some cases. But anyway, though, we have Patrick, the Blu-ray DVD combo. Uh-oh, my disc is loose. Hey, you heard it here. Listen. That's not good. Hopefully it'll be all right. It should be. All right. And this is Australia exploitation. Unsettling and a damn good watch. We'll see how this one goes. I've heard it's pretty good. And there was like another one later that I think I got. Yeah, I got the other one, so you'll see it here in a minute. All right. Next up is Thirst. Vampire movie. This one right here was on their site for, I think, $8, and I think Patrick was too. They were labeled as going out of print, so I went ahead and got those before the prices go higher on eBay. So it might be pretty good. There again, like I said, I haven't seen these, so it's gonna be a good one to watch. Or at least hopefully it will be. And the last one for my blue cases is The Survivor. I think this was actually based off of, like a real life event that happened, loosely kind of. But I think this is like another Australian movie, if I remember correctly. Yeah. When a 747 crash lands in a Sydney suburb, a sequence that helped make this the most expensive Australian film of the time. So yeah, so some pretty crazy stuff's going on, but it was like loosely based off a true event that happened. So, and that is The Survivor. I had to cover that. It's kind of cool. All right, now we're going to the my black case editions. There's still single editions, so let's see. Take this, turn that like that so you can't see what that is. All right, so first up is Anthropophagus, whatever. It's a Joe D'Amato film. It's pretty crazy, man. I've actually seen this one. I did own this one on 88 Films release. I think it was the Italian Classics, whatever they had labeled. Back when I was actually watching Region B, films. This was a Video Nasty back in the day. It's what George Eastman? I think that's what the dude's name is. Yeah, George Eastman. An icon of cinema gore. Joe D'Amato's gore classic, now cut in 2K for the first time in America. It's really good, man. I mean, if you've already seen this, you know what to expect with it. I'll sit that there. And then it's followed up by Absurd, which I guess you would kind of call it the sequel or either a reboot. But it's still, basically the same. It's George Eastman. It's almost the same. I mean, I don't really know. It's been years since I've watched it. These were the only two out of my whole stack, I believe, that I've actually seen. Yeah. So, because this was also another Video Nasty, if I'm not mistaken. And it was on the, I don't really want to sit here and read all this, but either way, yeah. So anyway, that's absurd. Absurd. All right, let's see. Next up, we have Strike Commando. I mean, this just looks like, you know, cheesy, fun, action, kind of Rambo stylish movie. 80s, just straight 80s cheese. Trying to think, was this, yeah, was it Italian? But it also has the English language, you know, with the theatrical and extended cuts. With Bruno Mattei. So, I mean, yeah, I think that'll be fun to watch. Like I said, I mean, you know, you can't go into them expecting too much because, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so Strike Commando. And then we follow it up with Strike Commando 2. It's probably, you know, more of the same. Just more crazy. You know. Raiders Romancing the Lost Stone Ark. First Blood Part 2. Oh, man. So, yeah, Strike Commando 2. Next up, we have Skin Deep, which has Warwick Davis? He's in this. There he is right there. You know, you can see him like a little karate outfit on. I've heard this is pretty insane too. So, and you know, the unrated version, A Gore Lover's Dream Come True. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Brain Damage. Huh. Yeah, I think this is gonna be really good. I enjoy watching that. All right, next up is Satan's Slave. Been wanting to get this one for a while. You know, a lot of these movies, I just hold out and wait for the sales, so that way I can do what I did here and just get a whole bunch. So now this will tie me over for a while. You know, go into my other collection if you've already seen, you know, my other videos. If not, you know, go check them out. Because I just recently posted my Severin collection and my Arrow video collection. I got more coming with all my other boutique labels, plus just my normal standard studio releases, as you call them. Those videos are coming. Next up, we have the Black Cat. Edgar Allan Poe presents. Except, you know, horror style with just probably some crazy stuff going on. Got some glowing eyes there. You know, they all have special features and stuff. It's just I don't really get into it too much. If you want to check it out, you can. Next up, we have Endgame, which kind of reminds me of like a Mad Max style movie. Very, I guess, apocalyptic. Guess everybody was trying to go off the Mad Max craze when all those were doing pretty well. Post Nuke Cycle, another Joe D'Amato. I'm sure it's pretty funny. Be worth the watch. Then we have a Lucio Fulci film, Warriors of the Year 2072, which again almost kind of just resembles another Mad Max style movie. Kind of in a way, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Looking at that, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Something different for Fulci, you know, because usually he's the doing all the gore and the horror. Next up, we have Raiders of Atlantis. And these were all cheap, you know. I think they were like maybe $14 or something. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, so that's Raiders of Atlantis. We'll see how that goes. Kind of reminds you of another Rambo style looking kind of movie, but next up we have a newer one here that's come out recently. Is Tales to Keep You Awake. It's a Spanish anthology series. You know, I could have waited a little bit on this one, but I wanted to go ahead and have it when it actually released a few months back. You know, because usually on these movies, if they release, then usually you have to wait like 6 months, you know, before their prices go down on the sale. So, like the halfway to Black Friday sale, you know, this would be on it. But whereas it's not on it now because it just recently released, you know, a few months back. So I just didn't want to wait 6 more months or whatever. I was like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and get it. This one is the Echo and Forbidden, an incredibly orgy of sights and sounds. I don't know what to expect when I watch this. I mean, that's gonna be some. I don't know, but that is the Echo and Forbidden, and then I got the Mondo Fredo. Was it Fredo and Mondo Bizarro? The scenes in this are real, too real for the immature. So this was like I guess if you'd bought this when it first came out, they had it like in a little box set, these two together. I mean, what's this dude doing right here? You know? So yeah, I don't really know what to expect. I'll watch this and go from there, I guess. Next up, we have Asylum. This was part of the Amicus collection box set that came out, but they released them individually. This one and then the other two. This is like another anthology from back in the day from the British, you know, British anthology or something. Yeah, British horror. So the classic Amicus portmanteau. I'd like to get that box set, but you know the box set's selling for like over $100. So I don't know. Might just buy just the other two or whatever, and just call it a day. But that's the Asylum, or just Asylum. Next up, we have Robo War. I think this was, let's see, something like, what was it, like, kind of like a RoboCop kind of slash Predator or something other. I don't know. Something to the effect. Says unbelievably bonkers. Yeah, mashup between Predator and RoboCop in the Philippines. So there again, guys, that's just gonna be some good cheese. You know, a little action cheese. Throw it in and just enjoy. Next up, we have, it's either Paganini or Paganini Horror. It says here, you know, limited to 3,000 units only. Yeah, I think that's a load of crap. This movie's been on their sales for like the past 5 or so years, and you tell me they ain't sold 3,000 copies of this yet? So I think that's kind of like an inside joke now going on with Severin. Like they always claim that these are, you know, oh, we'll slap a sticker on it and say it's limited, and then we'll just sell it for years and years and years. And yeah, anyway, it looks pretty interesting. I heard it was okay. So yeah, I've been wanting to get it. I just waited for the sale because I didn't want to, you know, pay whatever it was on eBay and all that mess. So, but yeah. And last up for single editions is The Sadist of Notre Dame with Jess Franco himself starring in the film. I heard this was pretty good. So Not really sure exactly what all it's about, you know, besides having to read all the synopsis here, but but we'll check it out and see what's up with it. All right, on to my, I need to reach over here and grab them, my slipcover editions. All right, so first up we have Gwendolyn. Trying to get out of that glare, guys. Sorry about that. This is kind of like a a female Indiana Jones spinoff, sort of ripoff. I know the cover right here doesn't look like that, but that's what it is. From what I've read. So, heard it's pretty good though. So we'll definitely, definitely watch this. I love the slipcovers. I always try to get them when they have them. And then the next one is Patrick Still Lives, which is the sequel to Patrick. So, yeah, don't know nothing about it, but I went ahead and picked it up. The next one is The Beast Must Die. So I think this was part of the Amicus set. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, The Beast Must Die. Next up is the Mardi Gras Massacre. This one's kind of weird because like this one came out, and then I didn't get it last year when it came out with the slipcover. And then apparently they had some kind of rights issues with the music or something on it. So they took it off their website, and then everybody who had it started putting it on eBay for like crazy money, because they were all like, it's out of print, out of print, out of print. And then, Severin finally came back a few months back and said that, they were going to re-release it or whatever. So I guess they got it fixed with whatever was going on. So now it was back on the Black Friday sale for the first time since originally being released I think it was last year or whatever. But so I was finally glad to get it. I was not going to pass up on it again just in case if it wasn't on there afterwards. So I definitely, at least that way, I definitely have it now because I wasn't paying eBay prices. All right, next up is the Invaders of the Lost Gold. That's a pretty cool picture there. See, this right here kind of seemed more like Indiana Jones to me, besides Gwendolyn, but just by the way it looks. Next up, we have Jess Franco's She Killed in Ecstasy with Soledad. What was it? Miranda. She's in so much of his stuff. Her and, was it Lena Ramay, or whatever. But yeah, She Killed in Ecstasy. Then the next one was also the Vampiros Lesbos. Another Jess Franco. This is like actually the first one. Then the She Killed in Ecstasy was like the follow-up after this. So the Holy Grail Cult Cinema or something. Then the next one up here is the Plaga Zombie Trilogy. This is also a new release. It just came out. Severin was exclusive with his slipcover. I mean, you could get it, other places, but if you wanted the slipcover with it, you have to get it from Severin. Three stories, zombies, zombie movies or whatever, just shot on video. If you go watch the trailer for this, it's just insane. And this was another one that I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait on this one to get it. So I went ahead and just bit the bullet and went ahead and bought it because it would be black, halfway to, the next sale. Anyway, next up is Eaten Alive, cannibal movie during the time of all the cannibal movies coming out and just everybody trying to cash in on that kind of style movie. If I'm not mistaken, this might have been a Video Nasty too. I haven't really fully ever looked at all the lists of what all was actually on it, so maybe this was on it. I'm trying to see. You don't see anything about it. Umberto Lindsay. But yeah, Eaten Alive. Then we have another one, Primitives. This one just looks right up my alley here. But yeah. And then the next one we have is Siege, which I've heard this is really good. Everybody who has talked about it or reviewed it has all gave it really good, positive reviews and just said it's really good. So, so I had to go ahead and get that one as well. All right. So next up is, I guess this would have been like December's package movies that came out. I went ahead and just did what they called the Grade 8 because there was eight titles, and you know, I just went ahead and got the whole bundle. It was like $250 or something for the whole bundle. But I'll explain. So anyway, first up we have The Devil's Game, which I believe this is an anthology, and it's got Mario Bava's final film, The Venus of it was it Eli, however you pronounce that. So I think you get like the anthology plus that, I'm thinking. But yeah. Next up we have Blood on Malice Moon. I don't really know what to think of this, because like even if you go watch the trailer for it, it just looks kind of like it's all over the place. So I don't know if it's a movie or if it's just, you know, showcasing a whole bunch of stuff. Says it's got 2 bonus feature films. Was that Fantasticazi? I don't even know, man. You know, this was just, I mean, it came with the package, so absolutely berserk is what it says. So I'll watch this. And like I said, if you want to go see it, just look up the Blood on Malice Moon. Go check the trailer out. Well, here we go. The Little Wizards of Oz, and then Fantasticazi, whatever. Anyway, so that's that. Another, I think there's another Jess Franco here. Sex is Crazy. So sex comedy and masquerades as a sci-fi. See, look, Lena Romay. I think this is a Jess Franco, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Jess Franco. But that is Sex is Crazy. So we'll see how that goes. Next up is The Dogs. I guess it's just some, I don't know. Yeah, something about dogs. I'll find out. I didn't really read up too much about that when I was looking at them. The next up we have I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses, which I love that. I love this cover. You know, it's got the embossed letters on it. I know it's kind of hard to see, but just it's pure white. It looks really nice. Banned as a video nasty in '84. Graphic killings, nudity, and even a touch of necrophilia. So yeah, so it's got everything you want. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's actually 2 films too in here. Let's see. All right. I think it comes with 2. Hang on. Couldn't get it out. Let's see here. There's a cover of it here. includes, yeah, Recommendation for Mercy, another film. So, I mean, look at that though. That looks pretty crazy looking, huh? Another Canadian movie. So yeah, I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses. Um, I'll fix that later. Next up, we have The 5 Days. This is Dario Argento's. This is on 4K. I think it's just like a comedy. After I guess he just tried to do something else besides just horror or like giallo or whatever. So he made a comedy. But this is 4K. So it's just another one of his lost films. It's never really, come out until now. And then there was another one that like a month ago, before all this stuff came out. There was another movie. It was like Accent Mutant or Mutante or something, however you pronounce it. Accent, but I don't know. It's hard to pronounce. But it was another 4K movie, and that one they're having some issues with. So instead of holding everybody's orders back who ordered it, they went ahead and just sent everybody's orders. And when that movie comes available, they're going to send it separate. So I'll get that one whenever it comes. But the last one to that set is Dario Argento's Four Flies on Gray Velvet on 4K. You see a little fly there in the middle. A lot of people has been waiting on this. This is pretty much one of Argento's movies that hasn't really had a proper release. Last release, I think it was on Shameless, Region B, Blu-ray. Probably wasn't too great. This is a 4-disc set. You get, 2 Blu-rays, the CD soundtrack, and the 4K disc. A lot of people were, kind of mad about this because, they wanted this movie. The site labeled it as a site exclusive, and it was like $55. It was not cheap. Well, if they only ordered just this, then that pushed their total to like over 60 with shipping. And, people are just in an uproar because they don't feel that they should have paid for that. That it should have not been that much. They're thinking that it should have been like a $35, maybe a $40 title. And it was only a site exclusive, so for Black Friday. So like if you go on their site right now, this ain't even on there. They done taken it off or taking it out. They've taken it off. So now on eBay, these are going for like 130. Well, people need to kind of calm down and chill out because it's not out of print. They've stated that they're going to bring it back. It's just nobody knows when or where and if it'll wind up still looking like this with this slipcover or if it'll just be, just a standard 4K disc. So that's why I went ahead and got it. I ordered the whole, the 8 title bundle, so mine came with it, so I wasn't worried about, the extra shipping because I was already ordering a bunch of stuff already, so I didn't care about all that because at that point, I got free shipping, so I didn't worry about it. But that's that, and I got one more item, and then we'll wrap it up. And I've been eyeing this last item here since this came out, and I'm surprised it's not really out of print yet because I figured it would have been, but it's a big monster of a set. All the Haunts Be Ours, a compendium of folk horror. I mean, you can see it's pretty big. There is 20 films. It's got a book. So basically, you get 12 Blu-rays, 3 CDs, 20 feature films, plus 15 hours of special features and more. It's all like, just folklore horror and some horror. And if you want to sit here and, yeah, there we go. If you want to sit here and read some of that, that is some of the the movies that are on there. And some of them are shorts. You know, not all of them are full feature length. You know, some of them are shorts. But, I mean, this is a nice set, guys. You know, it's a little pricey. And, you know, they didn't have the box sets this year on sale. So I had to pay, you know, what the regular price of it is. But like I said, I wanted to get it. And I got a feeling that when this set, you know, when it goes, it's gonna be one of them sets that's gonna be banking like $200 or $300 asking prices. So if not more. So I went ahead and got that. I don't want to take it all out because, you know, it's just too hard to do with one hand. But yeah, so all this, you know, and then what I already showed you from on the other side was all my Black Friday Severin haul. It was supposed to be 46 titles minus the one that I'm waiting on. So it's 45. Spent a lot of money, and now I got to pay it all back. But if you like what you see, guys, please, you know, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me. I've got more videos coming, and just stay tuned, and have a Merry Christmas. Until next time, guys, it's SPT Killerwood, and I'm out.